Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on Lumber Capital Log Yard. It's an average Monday morning here at the sawmill, and we have some pine orders to get busted out. I actually wanted to talk a little bit about how we handle lumber orders here at the sawmill, as well as a little bit of hot goss about the lumber industry right now, at least in our area. What's going on? So let's get into the vid. When it comes to running a lumber business, everyone does it a little bit different, but for us, we're just a small family-owned and operated business, so really it's just Jade and I running the mill, producing all of the lumber, while my dad is busy making sure that the material gets to us to mill, and my mom, well, she does 100 different things, making sure that the orders are all right and getting to the right people and making sure that there are the right counts and all of that. And she works with us a lot to make sure that the right stuff gets milled. And this cannot be emphasized enough. We are constantly communicating with her all day. I probably make 10 calls to her a day, basically, making sure that the right stuff is getting to the right people and knowing what to cut and all of that. What we would really prefer is that the customers would come up and pick from our inventory. But if you guys can see, our inventory is practically non-existent. And I feel like I've said that a lot on the channel before, but I really only mention it when it gets really low. The reason why we don't have any hemlock really right now is partly what I wanted to talk about with the lumber industry, because it's an interesting thing that's happening right now. So what is some of this hot goss about the lumber industry right now? Well, there's several things that's actually happening that's unfortunate. For one, the pallet industry is very soft because there's not a lot of shipments happening because not a lot of people are buying a lot of stuff. One thing that people aren't buying a lot of is lumber for their dream projects. That just kind of takes a back burner because the kids need fed. Maybe it's just a dog that needs fed. I don't know, but food is more important than dream projects, and food is pretty expensive as it is right now. So just because of current economic struggles, not a lot of shipments are happening. So the sawmills that are, or previously were, milling a lot of pallet wood aren't anymore. Another thing that's happening is that the value of red oak is down. Now, this is pretty normal to happen. Certain species go up in value, others go down, and it's constantly fluctuating. But right now, it's really down, and so that means that a lot of red oak is being turned into railroad ties. And speaking of railroad ties, a lot of the sawmills right now are actually falling back on milling railroad ties when other stuff isn't selling because coppers will buy them. So something that's happening with coppers right now, which is the company who buys the railroad ties, they buy them in Pennsylvania, some in New York, I think down south as well. They're not just local, they're all over. Their yard is full to the brim with railroad ties. I heard that they can't shove one more in there, which means that us millers are producing railroad ties more quickly than the railroad can use them. What does this mean? Well, that means that coppers might eventually start telling people they can't purchase them anymore, which is going to be really bad because if that's everyone's plan B and then plan B fails, do you have a plan C? I don't know. We certainly do. We are exploring other avenues that seem like they might work out. But right now, everything is just kind of halty as far as the lumber industry goes. And this will affect a lot of things happening. We're hoping that it will be better. We're hoping that coppers won't shut people down. They'll try and keep it up just so that everything keeps running a little smoothly, because as soon as you call a halt, stuff happens. But Anyhow, that's some of the stuff that's happening right now that's just a little unfortunate. On the brighter side of things, we have a pine log that needs milled up right now. We need 1x12s, and we're going to mill them up for you here today. I was planning on setting up the tripod and showing you some clips in real time because I feel like you guys like that. You guys have said, like, show me more of this in real time, so I certainly will. We'll set up the tripod and get milling, so let's go. We got quite a lot of 1x12s out of that log. We got this whole stack, but we need like 200 of them because there's several customers that want 1x12x10s. But unfortunately, we had quite a few 12-footers on the deck today because we really only need 8s and 10s, but we got to work with what we got. That was another purchased load, so a different logger cut that, not my dad, but that logger did a pretty good job with those logs. I don't like it when there's limbs still on. It really makes it hard to cut on the mill, but he did a pretty good job. Anyways, that's it for today's video, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, make sure to leave a comment down in the comment section about more videos that you would like to see from us in the future. Other than that, we'll see you back here next time. Bye.